This is an impromptu version of Buffalo Campday Recap. I'm joined by Heather Prusak today from our Buffalo Kickoff Live team. And Heather, this was a crazy practice today. I think the number one story coming out of it, and there were many, was the fight though. Tyrell, Dodson, Spencer Brown, helmets swinging. It was unnerving to see for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, so heated here. And what I will say, what I did like to see, which is odd that I'm saying this because it was a fight, but the fact that Josh Allen was so heated after this was happening, where Tyrell Dodson is swinging a helmet around, Josh Allen was visibly upset, yelling at Dodson to, cut it out. That's the kind of leadership that you want to see from the leader of your team, the quarterback, the captain. Just absolutely dangerous all around for Dodson to be doing that. He, stormed off at one point. Bobby Babbage had to go calm him down. But the fact that Josh stood up and talked like that, we don't normally see Josh doing things like that. So the fact that he did was very encouraging, to say the least.
That's not been his MO. He's the guy that everybody gets along with, not the guy that calls people out. And I don't think one style is better or worse than the other. And today, I agree with you. If anything, I don't think he went far enough. And he was lighting in to who we assume was Dodson for swinging the helmet. Now, that wasn't the only issue with this practice today. There were penalties left and right. First team drill, Ed Oliver jumps. Sean McDermott was obviously upset about it. Look, it's camp. We still got almost a month until the first game starts. Is there any concern? I don't really think so. I don't see this as obviously sloppy. You don't like it. But look, we're 2 preseason games and 3 weeks away.
Yeah, I don't think it's necessarily a concern. It's just one of those things I think to almost kind of keep an eye on as the weeks go on. Something that Sean McDermott obviously wants to nip in the bud, these pre-snap penalties, because there were way too many in that first preseason game against the Colts. I think it was like 8 for 59 or something like that. Just dumb mistakes all around, stuff that you want to get corrected before week 1 comes along. Something that I know McDermott talked about after the game too, just saying that it's stuff that we have to iron out, but this is the time to do it, to get those kinks out of the way, iron them all out now.
Messy practice, but for me it was just one messy practice. Now the mess kind of bled into the offense because Josh Allen wasn't good. There was pressure seemingly coming up the middle a lot today. But give the Bills offense credit, and specifically Gabe Davis. And this is the play that stood out to me, and I know it's same for you. At middle practice, drive the field, 4th and goal from about the 3. Josh Allen throws it up to Gabe Davis. He makes a physical, strong catch over Tre'Davious White on a play where I thought White fought it great. To me, that's the kind of play the Bills have to see from Davis. Yeah,
honestly, I was like right in the corner of the end zone when it happened, and when Gabe started celebrating, I was like, he caught that? I thought for sure it was a pass breakup, check to Trey there. But the fact that Gabe was, so physical, goes to get that ball, comes down with it. I think he's having a great summer, and this is exactly the kind of play that the Bills are hoping for from him, that Bills fans are hoping that he would turn into this reliable, consistent target, taking his game to the next level now in year 4. He was obviously hampered by that ankle injury last year, but I will say so far this summer, he's looked great, and that play was play of the day. Bills want to see a lot more of that as the season, comes up and rolls along.
The hands are great when no one's on them. Being able to make the contested catch, to me, is maybe the final step.
Especially against a guy like Tre'Davious White. It's not like this is your, 3rd string defense out there or anything. This is against your all-pro corner, Trey White, that you're making those plays against too.
Last thing that stood out at practice to me today, Stefan Diggs is a guy who yaps a lot, and deservedly so. The guy's been great in camp.
He can back it up.
Absolutely. Today, though, Siran Neal got him on a pass breakup, and Neal gave it back to 14, I thought appropriately. The play ended up near the defensive sideline, and the other DBs kind of joined in. And look, Steph didn't seem to take it very well. Mitch Morse had to come out and escort him out of the way. Even after practice, Neal and Diggs still yelling at each other. To me, it's just it's guys competing on the field, but it was fascinating that a guy who's talked all camp seemingly, at least for a moment, couldn't take it himself.
Yeah, I mean, this is, we talk about just how competitive Stefan Diggs is, and how, after all of the off-season drama, whatever you want to call it, the fact that was all buried, but now he's coming out like all summer. He's looked like a man on a mission, pretty much unguardable when we were at St. John Fisher, and then that happens, a guy that actually, has your number for one play, and Diggs isn't too thrilled about that. But that's the kind of competition, and it kind of almost just blends in with what we saw all day today. Just very heated, lots of talking, stuff like that. We've even seen in those one-on-one drills when we were out in Rochester between Diggs and Kyer Elam too. Those guys were kind of jawing back and forth a lot during those drills that we saw. So, to me, that Diggs, Siran, Neal play, it was kind of just a combination of, hey, okay, it's just one of those practices, I guess. You kind of just have to chalk it up to that.
A practice that was so hot, even though the weather wasn't bad, it kind of was cool and rainy.
Enough,
yeah, right, exactly. But a practice that was so hot, it deserved an impromptu version of Buffalo Campday recap. So for special guest star Heather Prusak, I'm Thad Brown. Thanks for watching on RochesterFirst.com and listening wherever you get your podcasts. We'll see you later on in preseason.